CoRoT 7b is a world of extremes, a place where the ground is fractured into vast, jagged plains stretching endlessly across the horizon. The surface looks as though it has been shattered, cracked into countless pieces that fit together like a broken mirror. From within these cracks, a faint glow of molten rock emanates, casting an eerie, reddish light that hints at the activity beneath the surface. Though the heat isn't overwhelming, it's enough to serve as a constant reminder that this planet is still alive, its core still churning and shifting in ways I can barely comprehend. The air is thick with ash, suspended in the atmosphere like a perpetual veil, obscuring the distant sky and casting a hazy, dim light over the landscape. With every step, the ground trembles slightly, vibrating with a subtle, almost rhythmic energy that feels like the planet itself is breathing. It's as though CoRoT 7b is caught in a perpetual cycle of destruction and rebirth, a place where the land is constantly shifting, breaking apart, and reshaping itself under the immense forces within. Walking across these cracked plains feels like moving through the remnants of a world in turmoil. The ground beneath me is uneven and rough, each fractured piece fitting imperfectly into the next, creating a landscape that feels both ancient and unstable. The jagged edges of the cracks catch the faint light of the molten rock below, adding to the sense of unease. There's an unsettling beauty to it, a landscape that seems frozen in the midst of upheaval, as if it could split further at any moment, creating new fissures in the already fractured surface. The tremors are subtle but constant, a reminder that CoRoT 7b is not a world at peace. The ground shifts almost imperceptibly, creating a faint rhythmic pulsing that feels like a heartbeat, a sign that this planet, though desolate, is far from dormant. It's alive in its own way, caught in a slow-motion dance of destruction, as forces deep beneath the surface work to tear it apart. The ash-filled sky looms overhead, obscuring the distant stars, and I'm left with the feeling that this world is both ancient and yet ever-changing, a place that is constantly breaking and reforming. I've walked for hours, but the landscape remains the same, an endless expanse of cracked plains and faintly glowing fissures. There's no sign of life, no trace of water, no hint of vegetation. It's as if this planet was never meant to support life, a world shaped by fire and ash, destined to crumble and decay. The silence is profound, broken only by the faint rumble of the ground beneath me, a sound that feels as old as the planet itself. CoRoT 7b is a place that feels like it's perpetually on the verge of collapse, a world where the landscape mirrors the instability of the forces within. As I stand among the fractured plains, I can't help but feel a sense of awe and melancholy. CoRoT 7b is a planet in the throes of an endless cycle of destruction, a place where stability is fleeting and change is the only constant. The molten glow from the cracks casts a haunting light over the surface, a reminder that this world is both alive and dying, caught in a slow but inevitable process of disintegration. It's a landscape that speaks to the raw, untamed power of the universe, a reminder that not all worlds are places of peace and growth. Some are destined for destruction from the start. The cracked plains of CoRoT 7b are a testament to the forces that shape the cosmos, forces that create and destroy with equal indifference. This is a world that feels as though it is slipping away, breaking apart under the weight of its own energy. As I prepare to leave, I take one last look at the fractured landscape, a place where the ground itself seems to be caught in a slow, relentless collapse. CoRoT 7b is a reminder that some worlds are born from chaos and destined to return to it, a place where life was never meant to flourish, only to bear witness to the beauty and destruction of a universe in constant motion.